Declutter for Christmas challenge. I am so excited to share this with you. Oh my goodness, we're going to go through it this week. I'm going to break this out into just 5 mini little talks with 5 mini action posts so that you can declutter your home for Christmas, bring your stress down, enjoy receiving gifts at Christmas time rather than kind of dreading the truck pulling up into your house, dumping more stuff in. You're like, where am I going to put all this stuff? Especially if you have a big family, 3+ kids, you feel it at Christmas time when all this stuff starts coming in from very nice people. We're going to relax together. We're going to be more comfortable in our own homes, and we're just really going to prepare our hearts and our homes for Christmas if that's something you celebrate. So today's day 1. I'm going to dive into what to do before we officially start. And the next 4 days, I'm really going to get into exactly specifically the strategies I use in my own big family home with almost 11 children so that Christmas isn't something I dread like I have in the past, present-wise, and instead is something I just really feel prepared for physically and actually even like emotionally and more spiritually prepared for Christmas. So before we get started, real quick, I just want to let you know there's a special giveaway happening this week for everyone who chooses to participate with the 5-day challenge while it's happening live this week. So if you're catching in the future, sorry, the giveaway is over, but if you're here live, even if you're a little later in the week, you can still catch up because it's going to end Friday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Here's how it works. You could win my Big Family Home Organization Bundle, which is 2-in-1. It's the how to build your big family life with rhythms and routines and how to organize your home. Decluttering is only a portion of that mini course. I'm going to dive into it this week. I have a heart to help big family moms not only organize their homes and their lives, but to really overcome many struggles that happen to big family moms so that you can grow more in grace. And decluttering your home is definitely part of it, especially with Christmas coming. So hello, I'm Tara. I'm just so excited. I'm like blah, 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 talking. And it's so nice that we haven't officially met before. I haven't connected one-on-one. Thank you for joining me in this challenge. I'm so excited. We're going to get into it. Here's how you can win that 2-in-1 course. All you have to do is participate in the challenge. Sounds so simple, but I'll tell you how to do it. First of all, you have to be in the group. So if you're catching this on some other platform like YouTube or maybe my personal profile, you're going to need to jump into the group to officially do it. So the link is in the description of today's video. Once you're in the group, all you have to do to show me you're actually tracking with the challenge itself is comment on today's video and be like, I watched it, or tell me what you thought of the video, what you got out of it. Just leave some kind of comment. And the second thing is this afternoon, about 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, there will be an action item post, something you can actually practically put into action that will help you go from a nice sort of inspirational idea into actually decluttering your home, which is the whole point, right? We don't just want to feel good, we want to do good. So those 2 things, leave a comment in both of those, the video and the post, boom, you're in the giveaway. But you've got to do it, get this, you got to do it all 5 days to really qualify, because this gift is valued over $75. So it's a handsome gift and I'm going to make you earn it. But here's the thing. Doing the challenge is going to benefit you far more than it's going to benefit me, right? So I'm here to help you do this because I have overcome this struggle, being ready for Christmas and more prepared in my heart, my home. It's something that I do every year, and I'm having a baby in 5 weeks. Baby number 11. I am in mega hormone mode. So I actually started decluttering this weekend. I was so excited with all my notes and prep that I just started massive decluttering. We actually overflowed our 2 garbage bins. So we're going to have to use a chit for the dump to use a 3rd garbage bin this week. I had local buy nothing pickups for one of our Facebook groups here in my community. Women are picking up stuff all morning. My whole porch is covered with little bags with people's names on it. So I've already started because I'm so excited to show you how to do this. But today, before we really get into it, I want to talk to you kind of more heart to heart. And this is not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for some people. So grab a notebook. This will be helpful, especially if you're a note taker and you're like, I got a lot going on. I got a lot of kids. Jot down a couple of notes so you get what you need to get out of today's talk. Some people struggle with decluttering. And you might be one of those people. I have complete and total grace and no judgment. I'm really good at organizing, so I can help you from that place. And like I said, going to get into it this week. But before we really get started, I just want to kind of come alongside you if you're struggling. Because some people do. They're kind of like weight loss. You're like, I've done this before and I didn't succeed. I have tried this before and it all just went back. You lose a bunch of weight and then you put it all back on. And those feelings of defeat can be really hard. So listen, if you're here right now or catching this a little bit later and you've tried decluttering before, or you've had a measure of success with decluttering, especially around Christmas, But then it all went back, it all went to pot really even before Christmas. If you're showing up and that's sort of your backstory, I just want to commend you for showing up at all. That's huge, right? That's like just you fell down and you got back up. So step one, I just want to say, well done. That you're even showing up and saying, I choose to find another way to keep going instead of giving up. Because it can be hard when you're in sort of a cycle of clutter that keeps building up, and then Christmas comes along. You've got 3+ kids in the home, and you're like, oh my word, where are we going to put all this stuff? And it can be overwhelming, especially if it's everywhere. I started decluttering this weekend, and even me with my like high level organization for my own safety and sanity with almost 11 kids, I still found tons of stuff. And here's the thing. I remember standing just this weekend. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm in front of my bathroom closet. You keep all your like cleaners and makeup, towels, and extra linens. And there was this like piece of, I don't know, it was like a fascia blaster or something where like rub the fascia on your legs so you can have less, I don't know, bumps on your legs. I'm sure it's a great product. I spent over $80 on it. And I stood there and being like, oh, I haven't used it in 3 years. It's just standing there condemning me, being like, Tara, you bought me. Are you ever going to use me? And I'm like, well, apparently no. 3 years later, I really don't use you. I'm not planning on using you anytime soon, I'm being honest. And I struggled. I was like, I wasted $80 of my husband's hard-earned money. And I, indirectly support him so he can earn that money. It's our money. Dropping $80 on the ground felt terrible. And why it was so hard for me to get rid of that fascia blaster for like 3 years? Because I felt like I was burning $80. So I completely understand if you're struggling with decluttering, sometimes there's stuff there, almost like the fruit you can see, like on your trees or whatever, it all has roots that are underground. And that's just true in our life. If we're seeing fruit of chaos in our life, whether it's in the area of finances or in our health, or specifically talking about our home, especially clutter, usually from not everybody, but for some people, there's more to it than just a pile that, tomorrow and for the rest of the week, we'll get into how to clear out that pile and get ready for Christmas. So like I said, this talk today, the before you start talk, it may not be for everybody. So if you just want to catch the action item post this afternoon, let me know. You'll stay in the giveaway. That's totally fine. No big deal. But if this is resonating with you already, you're like, oh yeah, Tara, I'm feeling it. I feel defeated. I feel hopeless. I feel like it's not going to work. Like, who am I kidding? I just want to come alongside you as a friend and say, this can work, but here's the deal. And I'll say this to my own kids when they sit down to like read. One of my son is neuroatypical, dyslexic for, more common term. And when he sees a new vowel consonant blend like TH, he just flips out. He's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Because he's experienced difficulty reading in the past. And I just come alongside him like I'm going to come along you right now and say, listen, you're at the bottom of the mountain. And you're looking up at the top, the clutter mountain, and it looks so big. And it's overwhelming because maybe you've experienced pain in this area of your life before. And it's got, roots attached to it, like my story of wasting $80. If I tally up all the stuff I've wasted decluttering, I can feel bad. I feel dumb. I felt like, ugh, all that regret, all that waste. Somehow holding on to it justifies, it helps me sort of stay in a place of denial, like I hadn't wasted all that money. So yeah, my son, he'll be flipping, and I just calm him down. And I'm going to say to you what I say to him at the bottom of the mountain. Can you do this in one jump? And he's like, no. He's like, but could you do it one step at a time? And he's like, yes. Could you declutter just one area of your home, maybe not the whole home, but just one area of your home before Christmas? If there was someone to come alongside you and show you how, could you do it one step at a time? Probably yes, right? That's your choice. But if in your heart of hearts, you're like, probably not, then here's the deal. You won't. If you've actually told yourself deep down inside, I can't do this. Like my son with the reading. I can't do. I was like, then you won't. Your brain will actually receive the message, kind of like a little computer. You've just told it, computer, you can't do this. Quit now. I mean, that just makes sense, right? Why would you waste your time and your energy and literally set yourself up for pain and regret and guilt and shame? You protect yourself. That's human nature. So if you're feeling like this is an impossible task and you're kind of your self-talk, is like, I don't know if this is going to work. It's because you can't do it in one jump. But could you do it step by step? Especially if someone were there to coach you, to stick with you, to go with you the way like this week. If that's the case, you're in a good place. You can do this. Even if you do it less than someone else, right? Let's not compare ourselves to anyone. Don't compare yourself to me. I've been doing this for years. I've hit pro level. So I can help you if you're at like beginner level, or you're like, I've been at beginner level for 20 years, Tara. It's okay. So today I have an action item post that is crafted just for you. It's short, it's sweet, it's to the point. It's coming at 1 o'clock. Go to that post. I have just like 2 things for you to do. They're real quick because I know you're busy just like me. And if you're really struggling right now at the bottom of the mountain and you're feeling like, I don't know if this is even going to be worth my time. I don't know if I can really do this. And maybe on some deeper level, it's just going to hurt when you fail. Then this action post is for you. This week is for you. You can do this. I will walk with you every step of the way. All right? And it might be baby steps. You might have a couple steps back, but you'll have the equipping, you'll have the encouragement. But it starts first of all with you choosing to believe that it can be done. Because if on some level you flip the switch and say, I can do this. Speaking as a Christian, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, even if I have failed miserably in this area of my life for years, even decades. Today can be a new day. And it starts with you. It starts speaking as a Christian, probably you and God alone. So go to that action item post. That's all I want you to do today. Nothing else. Go to the post, do the thing, boom, and I'll meet you here tomorrow. And then we're going to get into, specifically one step at a time. Not overwhelming you, but like, I got to do the whole house. Who said? You get to choose how you're going to do this, what it's going to look like. I'll give you the strategies and encouragement. And I want to help you build on a strong foundation. Because if you are going to be building on a foundation of doubt and guilt and regret, it's a setup, right? It's a setup for failure and pain. And of course you would spare yourself that. So here's what happened is I stood in front of my closet, my bathroom closet, looking at that $80 fascia blaster, just mocking me for 2 things: wasting the money and never working on my cellulite, whatever I got it for in the first place. I had this really powerful, intense moment. I didn't realize how much it was like weighing me down, holding on to this $80 item. And all the good intentions, all the baggage that was attached to this one thing that was stuffed at the back of my closet, but I saw it every day. It was kind of like, let's not talk about that. I picked it up and I just asked myself, honestly, Tara, you're really going to do this? And I was like, probably not. And I let it go. And once I had made that decision to just let it go, I honestly felt a tangible release. It was like this weight was gone. And I realized after, I didn't feel shame anymore. I had set myself up to feel so bad for wasting the money, for wasting the time, for never rubbing it on my thighs and making my thighs more attractive. I had set myself up for all of that. And when I let it go, and I just said, I guess I forgave myself. I just let it go. I honestly felt physically different. I told my husband about it and he was like, hey, good for you. He was happier that I had released myself from a burden than he was that I'd wasted $80. It felt amazing. And then I was able to snowball from there and I got on a roll in the rest of my house. That one thing was holding me back. And if there's something holding you back, the action item post is for you today. So God bless you. That's all I've got today. I'll see you here tomorrow, same place, same time. We're going to get into it and I'm going to talk to you about where to start. So I'll see you then. God bless you. Oh, you know what? Before I go, look at this. I've got some chat going on. Oh, so this is what I like to do at the end of the actual live is that anybody who's here with me, I want to say hi to you, but here's the deal. The thing I use, the tool I used, my kids coming around me. Hello, we've got Judah. We're live. No, we're live like right now. And Boaz. I can't see who's actually chatting to me unless I go in the group. So I'm doing it. Hello, Emily. I see that you're here. I'm going to turn off my volume. Emily's here. Karen is watching. Hello. Good morning, ladies. And, Emily says, hi, Judah. Hi, Bo. This is my lovely neighbor down the street. So good to see you. I'm so glad that this has been helpful for you. Anyone who's catching this live or later, go ahead and comment below how this has helped you. Let me know you're in the giveaway. Catch the post. You'll be in the giveaway, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.